Girl, you might be spraying too much perfume. This may cause you to maybe reapply too soon, and before you know it, you're giving somebody a headache. Welcome back, my loves, and if you are new here, I am the Sensei, and welcome to my channel where every day smells like confidence, cuteness, and a little bit of luxury. If that is your thing, please continue to watch, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and turn on your notification button so that you know whenever I post a video. So without further ado, let's get into it. In today's video, we are going to go over 5 common mistakes that you might be making that is killing the longevity of your perfume, as well as some final tips to help you choose the right perfumes for the right occasions so that you are getting the best performance out of your perfumes. This video was highly requested more than enough times from my sister as well as a few subbies. So I'm actually really excited to be doing this video today. The first common mistake, applying your perfume to dry skin. Prep the canvas. Perfume clings to moisture. There is an art to this. Just like a makeup artist would prep your face before they apply makeup to make sure that it sticks and is long lasting, you want to do the same thing for your perfume. And I'm not being funny when I say this, but it starts in the shower. People think they could just be running through hell and back with their basic hygiene routine and think that they can just spray on the best perfume and think that they're going to smell like they fell out of heaven. And unfortunately, that's just not how it works. I personally like to start off, again, in the shower with an antibacterial soap like Dial. And I just go to town with my exfoliation gloves. You can get these at any Marshalls or TJ Maxx. I see them all the time. And you can even buy them in bulk on Amazon. And I know that everybody's skin is different. Some people have sensitive skin and using exfoliation gloves might be too abrasive for them. Me, I don't have that problem. They are gentle enough for me to exfoliate with them daily, and I do. But the exfoliating gloves are good for slugging off dirt, oil, dead skin, and just whatever it is that you had on your skin for that day is good with getting all of that off of your skin and providing a nice squeaky clean base for your moisturizer and then your perfume. You can also use an exfoliating scrub as well. If you don't want to use the gloves, you can just use an actual exfoliation scrub. So for instance, my scent of the day is Sol de Janeiro Cheirosa 62. That's my scent of the day. I start off in the shower with my Dial antibacterial bar soap. After that, I would then go in with a moisturizing soap. Normally, I would do like a moisturizing body wash like Dove or something like that. That's usually my go-to is a Dove moisturizing soap afterwards to begin my moisturizing process. Today, I went in with my Brazilian Play body wash. And this smells like Cheirosa 62. So that's the reason why I went with this today. This one here is moisturizing, it's hydrating, and it has that smell that I am going with today. So it works. So Dial body wash, exfoliating gloves, body scrub, and then now moisturizing body wash. So now I'm out of the shower. Once you dry off, you want to make sure that your body is still slightly damp so that you lock the moisture in. And you want to immediately go in with your moisturizing lotion. Today, my scent of the day is Cheirosa 62 by Sol de Janeiro. So I'm going in with the body cream. You can do an unscented body cream. Me personally, I like to use a body cream that matches with my fragrance. If you don't have one that matches with your fragrance, what I would do is I would take an unscented lotion and I would take the perfume and spray it into the lotion to turn the lotion into a scented lotion. And I like to use like whatever EOS lotion is the closest one to smelling like the perfume that I'm using. So if I'm using like a strawberry perfume, then I would use like the strawberries and cream EOS lotion. If I'm doing like a fresh perfume, I'll do like the fresh and cozy and so on. If I'm doing like a gourmand, then I may go with the vanilla cashmere. Y'all get my point. Second common mistake that you might be making: spraying your perfume on and rubbing your wrist together. A lot of people go like this. A lot of people do not know that that's not the correct way to apply your fragrance. So when you rub your wrist together, it alters the scent. Rubbing your wrist together, it heats up the skin and causes friction, which warms your skin, and it causes the fragrance to, number one, evaporate prematurely, and also it crushes the top notes, which can distort the intended fragrance. So that's the number one reason why you don't want to rub your wrist together, because it alters the overall scent. It also reduces the longevity, making the fragrance fade a lot more faster than it would had you just let it dry naturally. Lastly, it changes the dry down. Top, middle, and base notes are designed to unfold over time, and rubbing your wrist together, it disrupts that process, which overall affects how it develops on your skin. Instead of rubbing, you want to just spray it and let it air dry, or you want to dab gently. So say if you are a person that just has that habit, you want to just you can dab lightly. Me personally, I like to just let it dry on its own. Third common mistake that you might be making, and that is spraying your perfume only on your clothes. I know you're thinking like, hey, I want to spray it on my clothes to make it last longer, which spraying it on your clothes does make it last longer. It will linger a lot longer by spraying it on your clothes. I too spray my perfume on my clothes. However, relying solely on this method can change the fragrance's profile and reduce its depth and performance. Now, the reason why this is a mistake is because perfume is actually formulated and designed to interact with your body's chemistry and oils. Applying primarily to the skin allows the perfume to develop properly and also last longer, believe it or not. Additionally, certain notes may not develop as intended, and it can cause the perfume to maybe not project well or come off as being flat. That's the reason why it's so important to make sure that you do spray your skin. And I always tell people that's the reason why something might smell good on one person but may not smell as good on you. It's because perfume is really designed to go with your body chemistry. So what you want to do instead is always make sure that you are applying the perfume to your skin and to your pulse points, which your pulse points will emit heat and act as a diffuser for the perfume to project. And of course, spray your perfume on your clothes. Like, I'm all for that. Just make sure that you are primarily spraying on your body. Fourth common mistake you might be making: girl, you might be spraying too much perfume. I get it. We all want to be noticed, but overspraying can actually do the exact opposite, because spraying too much perfume can be overpowering and offensive. And that can be another reason why people are not complimenting your perfume, because you are offensive. Now, the reason why this happens is because when you use a perfume so much, your nose becomes accustomed to that smell. So a lot of times you think you cannot smell yourself, but other people can. It is called olfactory fatigue. This can trick you into thinking that your scent has faded. Meanwhile, you smell bomb and everybody can smell you. This may cause you to maybe reapply too soon, and before you know it, you're giving somebody a headache. You want to keep it to 2 to 4 sprays if it's a heavy perfume. Put it only on your pulse points. I guarantee you they will smell you. If it's lighter, go ahead, spray it on 10-15 times. I highly doubt if you're spraying a light perfume 10 to 15 times if that's going to offend anybody. But for the most part, if it's heavy, you can even just spray it in the air and walk through it. Do not sleep on these beast mode perfumes. If you spray too much, you will offend people and choke people out, especially in the heat. The fifth common mistake is one that I see more than all of them, and that is not choosing the right perfume for the right occasion or the right season. What a lot of people don't know is that fragrances react differently in different temperatures, different body chemistries, and also different areas. So what you can wear indoors may not be the best perfume for outdoors, and vice versa. And certain notes just perform better in better environments. Wearing the wrong type of perfume in the wrong season or setting can make your perfume be out of place, and it can make you feel out of place. Heavy warm scents like patchouli, amber, and oud can become really overwhelming in the heat. Even tuberose, with that being a floral, sometimes tuberose can just be too overwhelming and sweet in the heat. And when it comes to light citrusy perfumes, those could dissipate quicker in cold weather. So a lot of times people like to save the freshies for the hot weather and the thick, heavy perfumes for the cold. Similarly, if you're wearing like a real strong perfume that's like moving, shaking, and gyrating, and you're wearing that like in an office setting, that can come off as being either distracting or even inappropriate to some. What you want to do instead is make sure that you are choosing warm, heavy, thick scents for the winter, and make sure you're saving the airy, light, citrusy scents for warmer weather. So for warmer weather, you want to opt for floral, citrusy, aquatic fragrances. For cold weather, you want to go more for heavy, oud, strong perfumes. Go for something like clean and subtle, and save the deeper, more sensual perfumes for like evenings and date nights. Pretty simple, right? So the best thing you can do when it comes to making sure that your perfume is projecting, you want to make sure that you're hitting all of your pulse points. So that's going to be behind the ear, get in between your elbows, neck, wrists, back of the knees, and ankles. Also, make sure that you spray your whole lower half, because the scent does rise throughout the day when you're walking around, and it creates a beautiful scent trail. So that's another tip to make sure that you are getting compliments and that they do smell you. Another thing to keep in mind is to also make sure that you are wearing perfumes that are EDP. If you want something that is going to last a little longer, EDTs tend to not last as long as EDPs. So that's something to keep in mind too. It's not always you. Sometimes it is the perfume, and you want to make sure that you're choosing the right perfumes for the right occasions, as I said before. The season does affect the longevity as well as the type of perfume that it is. Also, make sure that you are protecting the juice. You want to make sure that you are storing your perfume in a dark, cool place, like in a drawer or in a closet, because the sunlight shining through your window as well as the lights in your room can affect your perfume. Make sure you're always keeping your caps to your perfume too, because as air gets into the perfume, that can also affect the quality of your perfume. And my final tip to always making sure that you smell good is decant it. If you know that you are going to be out and about and it's hot outside or it's cold outside, or you're just in a climate or environment where your perfume is not lasting, decant it. Go in the bathroom and spray yourself again. Reapply. There's nothing wrong with that. And I always make sure that I get a travel size, or on Amazon they sell decanting bottles where you can just spray some perfume inside of it and take it with you. I actually would suggest that option because it's just cheaper to do it that way. Another thing you can do is you can use fragrance wipes. Make sure that when you are reapplying, make sure that you are blotting yourself and getting that sweat off instead of just spraying on top of sweat. So I think that pretty much sums it up. It starts in the shower, clean, moisturized skin, and make sure that you're spraying the pulse points. Another thing that I'll do too, but I'm extra, you don't got to do this, make it out the shower and I'm still wet. A lot of times I'll go ahead and spray myself before I put my moisturizer on, just to be extra. And obviously I'm doing something right, because people always tell me I smell good. As y'all know, it's always me. So we reached the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I sure enjoyed doing the video. Is there any tips that I left out that you can help me with? Is there something that I should be doing? Please, if there is any hacks that you have, leave it in the comments and share it with us. Don't gatekeep. And again, thank you so much for watching, and you guys have a lovely day.